Hey, it's Thursday, March 9th, 2017. I'm Jeff Tracy, and this is episode 6 of my vlog. For the next couple of episodes, we're going to talk about parenting. And specifically, we'll talk about pieces of advice that I've got, two pieces of advice that have stuck with me and have kind of impacted at least how I try to parent. It's not anything great that I've developed because parenting's hard, right? Parenting's hard because it's constant, right? It's this constant up at dawn, feed this, move that, did you get that, did you take that with you, wiping noses, brushing teeth, feeding, it's, daddy, will you play with me? I mean, it's a constant thing. And there's lots of opportunities for failure, and I think that's what a lot of us struggle with is when it's something that's that exhausting, and there's that many opportunities to fail. A lot of times, I know, at least personally, you just, by the numbers, you're going to fail more times than you succeed. At least I feel like I do. And it's different for everybody, right? For men, I know I struggle with being patient, right? I wish I was more patient. I'm really trying to be more patient, especially with my boys. And it's something I struggle with. I think a lot of men struggle with it. For women, and this is something I've kind of garnered a little bit talking with Stace and some friends, and then reading just a little bit of Jen Hatmaker, is this perfection idea, right? That you have to be all things to all people all the time. And when you're not, or when you see others presenting a better illusion of perfection than you are, it's frustrating and it's hard, and I can appreciate that. And so a couple of years ago, Stacy and I were really struggling with a couple parenting things and kind of specific stuff. And we sent a note to Sabrina Thompson, who works at our church. And if Mark and Sabrina Thompson, if you look in the dictionary under Christian, they're it. Like, that's their picture. Like, they're just the most phenomenal fruits of the spirit type of people that you just want to be around. And so I sent her a note, said, hey, you're pretty cool and good at parenting, I suspect, and you've raised good kids. Here's what we're struggling with. And I gave her 3 or 4 things, and she wrote back within a couple of hours and said something that at the time I was really frustrated with. She said, she gave a couple pleasantries, like, hey, you're not doing that bad, but then she said, my advice is just love your kids. And again, at the time, I was like, I can't do anything with that. Like, what am I supposed to do with that? Give me a class, give me a book, give me a program to go do, give me anything. What am I supposed to do with that? But it's the best piece of advice I probably have ever gotten as it relates to parenting. Because it's simple, but it just works. Right? Every time I think of how can I parent this situation, or when I start to get frustrated, that thought is in my mind. And I can't give you the 3 steps I parent the way I love my kids, and I can't even give you ideas on, hey, these are the ways you can love your kids better, because it's just something that is just kind of the way you interact with them, right? You just love them. And I've thought a lot about kind of what does that mean, and maybe it means that you show them grace when they're kind of having a rough day, and you really try to be patient. Like, if they yell back at you, maybe you let it go every now and then, and you put the phone down to go play with them, and you try to just love them. I can't describe it, and you kind of know it when you see it, and you kind of feel it. But it's it, and I would encourage you to take that and just chew on it a little bit, right? What does that mean? What does it mean to love my kids more, right? And it's something that's really impacted me. It's something that really is kind of, I'm still struggling with it. I still struggle with being impatient. But when I think about what can I do, how do I get through this? How do I parent this? Just love them. So take for that what you will. I hope that when you think about it, you can look at situations where you can find ways to just love your kids more, right? Just love them. That's the best I got. Tomorrow we'll talk about a conversation I had with a random person on a plane, and it's turned out to actually probably be the second best piece of advice I've gotten as it relates to parenting. So until tomorrow, love your kids and live well.